Audrey Werro did it again. She beat Femke Bol in Lausanne, but this time it was so close it hurt. Femke came flying down the final stretch, smashed the Dutch 800-meter record, and still could not catch her. The finish was razor thin, but the real story happened earlier in the race. On August 21, 2026, the women's 800 meters at Atletisima in Lausanne brought two runners together, and they were heading in very different directions. Werro walked in as one of the best 800-meter runners on the planet. She had not lost a single outdoor race at this distance all year in 2026. Femke, on the other hand, was still new to the 800, her first outdoor season after leaving the 400-meter hurdles behind. Werro made her plan clear before the race even started. She wanted speed, hoping to hit 400 meters around 55.5 seconds, close to the blazing pace from her 1:53.80 run in Paris on June 28. Dutch runner Mert van der Schoot was picked as pacemaker, so everyone knew what was coming. Werro wanted this race fast from the very first step. And fast it was. Van der Schoot blasted through the first lap, with Werro glued to her back the whole way. Atletisima later revealed something wild. Werro hit the halfway mark about 2 seconds faster than Jarmila Kratochvílová did during her legendary 1:53.28 world record run back in 1983. That speed gave Werro the lead, but it also drained her. The first lap cost her big, and the second lap turned into a brutal fight just to hang on. Ethiopia's Havidam Alemu struck first, pushing hard as the pack hit the final bend. Femke stayed close, saving her strength. Werro still led, but her smooth rhythm was gone. Then everything changed on the home straight. Femke had energy left, and she used it. Her speed from years of 400-meter hurdles kicked in. Step by step, she chewed into Werro's lead, and suddenly, the win was not guaranteed anymore. Werro was fading fast, but she refused to break. She fought, she held her shape, and she crossed the line in 1:55.33. Femke was right behind her in 1:55.41. with Sayam taking third in 1:56.92. Both women walked away with history. Werro smashed the Lausanne meeting record, beating Keely Hodgkinson's 1:55.69 from August 20, 2025. Femke's time made her the fastest Dutch woman ever over 800 meters. That old record belonged to Ellen van Langen, who ran 1:55.54 to win Olympic gold in Barcelona back on August 3, 1992. Femke had already tied that record at the European Championships in Birmingham on August 14, 2026. Just 7 days later, she finally beat it. That is what makes Lausanne so painful for Femke. She just did something no Dutch 800-meter runner had done in over 30 years, and she still lost a race. But do not call this a failure. This was the best 800-meter run of her life, even though she knows she could have raced it smarter. After the finish, Femke admitted she needs to trust herself more in the middle of the race. She said she's still learning when to attack instead of holding back. Her speed was never the problem. The real challenge is learning how to use that speed across 2 full laps. One moment stuck with Femke. After the race, she let Sayam slip past her on the backstraight, even though she still had plenty left in the tank. That mistake forced it to react late instead of striking first. In a race decided by less than 1/10 of a second, that one small pause mattered a lot. Still, Femke left Lausanne feeling good, not devastated. Her national record proved her fitness was real, and the race showed her exactly where she can sharpen her game. Werro had her own reasons to smile too. She had just won European gold in Birmingham only 7 days earlier and admitted the short break left her more tired than usual. She also went out too hard in Lausanne, paid the price late, but still found a way to win. This race proved something big about both women. Werro can survive chaos and pain. Femke can now turn a top 800 into a real dogfight to the finish. And this story is way bigger than just Lausanne. These two have raced 4 times outdoors in 2026, and Werro has won every single time, but each race has told a different story. Their first clash came in Ostrava on June 16th, Femke's very first outdoor 800. She ran 1:57.33, while Werro won easily in 1:54.45, a huge gap of 2.68 seconds. 12 days later in Paris, Werro exploded to 153.80, and Femke improved to 155.60. The gap shrank to 1.80 seconds, putting Femke just 6/100ths from the Dutch record. Then came Birmingham on August 14th. Werro won gold in a championship record 154.81. Hodgkinson took silver, and Femke grabbed bronze in 155.54, tying the Dutch record. Then Lausanne cut the gap again. Look at the numbers: 2.68 seconds, then 1.80, then 0.73, then just 0.08. Werro is still unbeaten against Femke outdoors, but every race is getting tighter and tighter. Why is this happening so fast? Because Femke's learning the 800 at lightning speed. Back in October 2025, she announced a big change, leaving the 400-meter hurdles for the 800. That is a massive shift. Femke built her career on speed, rhythm, and jumping barriers, but the 800 demands new pacing, new positioning, and a whole new kind of pain in the final 200 meters. Her first 800 in Ostrava was 157.33. By Lausanne on August 21st, she had dropped to 155.41. That is 1.72 seconds faster in just over 2 months. She's also learning how chaotic this event can get. In the hurdles, she had her own lane, all to herself. In the 800, she must decide when to move, when to wait, and how much energy to save for later. Lausanne showed both sides of Femke's growth. She gave Werro too much room early, but her finish nearly wiped that mistake away completely. Still, Werro remains the gold standard in this rivalry. Her 2026 season is packed with big wins beyond Femke. On June 7th in Stockholm, she ran 153.98 and beat Olympic champion Keely Hodgkinson, who finished in 154.33. On June 28th in Paris, Werro dropped to 153.80, now third on the world all-time list. Then she proved she could handle pressure too. On August 14th in Birmingham, she beat both Hodgkinson and Femke for European gold. 1 week later in Lausanne, she won again, even in a totally different kind of race. That range is huge. Werro can lead from the front, survive a brutal pace, and win a photo finish. That is exactly why Femke's rise matters so much. She's not chasing someone weak, she is chasing one of the greatest 800-meter runners alive. And the next battle is already here. Werro and Femke both race again at Weltklasse Zurich on August 27, 2026. The field is stacked too, with Keely Hodgkinson, world champion Lilian Odira, and Georgia Hunter-Bell all set to compete. Lausanne was not some one-time thriller. It was just another chapter in a rivalry that keeps getting tighter. Here's the big takeaway. Werro is still the winner, still unbeaten outdoors over 800 meters in 2026, and still the runner Femke has not cracked. But Femke is no longer just fighting to belong in this event. She already belongs. On August 21st, she became the fastest Dutch woman ever over 800 meters and came one single step away from beating Werro. That is why this rivalry feels different now. Werro is still bringing the hammer, but Femke keeps getting closer, and every tiny tactical choice now matters more than ever. Next time they hit that final straight together, Werro might not get that same happy ending.